Good morning, students. Today we will study about auxiliary verbs. Dear students, let us understand what is the meaning of verb. Verbs are words that show an action. Every sentence requires a verb. A verb is described as a word which is used to indicate an action. Verb is a life of a sentence. My dear students, look at these sentences. I will read the sentences. Just observe it. First one, he reading the newspaper yesterday. Second one, she is learning gymnastics. Third one, they are learning to play the piano. Fourth one, he complete his homework. So my dear students, if you go through these four sentences, you will come across a few sentences are wrong. Why it is wrong? Some sentences has no verb. That's why it is wrong. Let us see which sentence doesn't have a verb. First sentence, he reading the newspaper yesterday. So in the first sentence, main verb is missing here. He is reading the newspaper yesterday. So, or we can say he was reading the newspaper yesterday, because yesterday means the action is completed. So in the first sentence, was is missing. The main verb is missing. Second sentence, she is learning gymnastics. It is correct because main verb is there, helping verb is, and main verb learning. Both are there. Third one, they learning to play the piano. In this sentence, main verb is missing. So they are learning. They are learning to play the piano. Fourth one, he completed his homework. Here also, helping verb or main verb is missing. So he has completed his homework. That is the correct answer. Let us understand what is the meaning of auxiliary verbs. A verb which helps other verbs to form different tenses, or an auxiliary verb is used in front of another verb to alter its meaning, mainly to express. So my dear students, auxiliary verbs are it is helping verbs. It supports the main verb in the sentence. Let us see what are the auxiliary verbs. My dear students, we come across in auxiliary verbs, there are two types, primary and modal auxiliaries. Let us look into primary auxiliaries. There are three kinds: be forms, do forms, have forms. So in be forms, we use am, is, are, was, were. Do forms, do, does, did. Have forms, have, has, had. So these words, helping verbs, we'll see in the sentences supporting the main verb. Let us look into the difference between A section and Group B sentences. Group A, Aditya is in his room. Soham and his sister have a lot of storybooks. Kshitija completed her homework yesterday. Group B, Aditya is sitting in his room. They are learning music. Kshitija has completed her homework yesterday. My students, if you look at these both sections, what do you understand? What did you find the difference between Group A and Group B? So in each sentence in column A, the verb is just one word. You can see here I underlined in the group section A. Is, have, completed, underline words. Okay, it has just one word. Whereas in group B, the verb has two words: is sitting or learning, has completed. So auxiliary verb helping the main verb. That is the difference you can see. So my students, next is very important that we should know the table of persons: first person, second person, and third person. Already we have studied in the previous classes. So in the first person singular and plural, how we should use primary auxiliaries. So in first person singular, we use I, plural we, am, was, plural or were, singular do, did, plural do, did, singular have had. Let's look into the second person. You can see the table here. Second person is you, and plural also you. You can see the singular and plural helping verbs. Third person singular, he, she, it, and plural becomes they. So, my dear students, auxiliaries change their form according to the number and person of the subject and the tense used. For example, I am reading. What I am doing, my dear students? I am reading or I am explaining the lesson. So, this is the example. So, auxiliaries change their form according to the number and person of the subject and the tense used. So, my dear students, I hope you understood the grammar topic auxiliary verbs. So, today's your task is complete the given exercises in grammar textbook. Thank you.